Welcome to the Leap Mindfulness series. This practice is an 18-minute seated mindful movement sequence. As with any movement practice, it's always a good idea to check with your healthcare professional before you begin. And if you feel any pain at any point, please stop. For this practice, you'll need a chair that you can feel comfortably upright in. Having a seat cushion or a folded blanket underneath you can be helpful for the mobility of the pelvis. And you may also want a pair of blocks or thick books, which you can keep out of your way under your chair in the beginning. So start by making any adjustments to your hair or your clothing that you might need to do, and find yourself balanced as best you can, the weight evenly pressing through each of your feet, your spine in an upright position. You can rest your hands on your lap and just begin to notice your breath. Begin to notice your seat connected to the cushion underneath you. Now just start to feel into your sit bones a little bit by shifting a little side to side. Feel your weight come into the right and then into the left sit bone. Move slowly so you can explore the difference between having your weight on the right side and then having your weight on the left side. Eventually try to find a place right in the middle where you can feel balanced and even between the two. You now start to explore the difference between tilting your pelvis forward and tilting it backward. Just notice what happens when you tilt the bowl of your pelvis forward, and then when you tilt it back, tucking your tailbone underneath your body. You can start to introduce a deliberate breath, breathing in as you tilt the pelvis forward, and breathing out as you tilt the pelvis backward. You can begin to exaggerate the movement, allowing the movement of your spine to follow the movement of your pelvis and your breath, allowing your back to round as your pelvis tilts back, and allowing your heart to open up as your pelvis tilts forward. You can even begin to allow the head to follow this undulation, allowing the head to lift upward gently at the top of your inhalation, and allowing it to drop down, chin toward chest at the bottom of your exhalation. Just feel how the whole upper part of your body is moving in tandem with the breath. And then continue the fullness of your breath as you start to make the undulations a little smaller, eventually coming back to a place of stillness. Once you've reached your place of stillness, start to make little circles with your shoulders, breathing in to lift the shoulders up and back, and then breathing out to release the shoulders back and down. Start to exaggerate the movements of the shoulders a little bit more, feeling the shoulder blades, the heads of the shoulders lift up on the inhalation, and on the next exhalation you can even allow your hands to drop down alongside you. Having the arms down alongside you may make it a little bit easier to feel the movements of the shoulders in full. Notice what it's like to have the shoulders right up next to your ears at the top of your inhalation. And then notice what it's like to feel them relax back and down as you breathe out, that space that you can find at the top of your chest. Now allow the shoulders to stay relaxed and let your head drop down toward your chest. Slowly bring your left ear toward your left shoulder, feeling the stretch on the right side of your neck. And then slowly let your head drop down through center, bringing your right ear toward your right shoulder, feeling the stretch now on the left side of your neck. Feel the head drop down again, and repeat this motion slowly. The next time you bring your left ear toward your left shoulder, you can allow it to stay there, just feeling the stretch that you get as you slowly turn your head so that your nose points down toward the outside of your leg. You can place your left hand on your lap and reach your right arm out away from your body, which will help to deepen the stretch and give you a sense of openness, even through the shoulder and the arm. Take a few full breaths here. And slowly you'll transition to allowing your head to drop down before you allow your ear on the right side to drop toward your right shoulder. Slowly look down toward the space on the outside of your right leg, bringing the stretch more along the spine, still on the left side, as you reach your left arm out away from you this time. Breathe in fully here and notice how that changes the stretch that you feel. And then breathe out, noticing how it can allow you to relax. Allow your arms to release down and let your head drop back down to center before slowly allowing it to lift back up, feeling how it can be light at the top of your spine. Relax your jaw muscles. On your next inhalation, lift your arms out and around so that they're at shoulder level. Feel the energy reach right out through your arms, and as you breathe in, flex your wrists so that you can point your fingertips upward. As you breathe out, flex them the other direction so that you can point the fingertips downward. Inhale, reach the fingertips up, and exhale, point them downward. And do that once more, and just notice how you can do this with a sense of awareness and mindfulness all the way out through the fingertips. Now turn your palms upward, and as you inhale, point the fingertips downward. As you exhale, flex the wrists in to point the fingertips upward. Inhale, palms out away from you, and exhale, palms in toward you. Once more, breathe in, and as you breathe out, fingertips up. Allow your arms to release down alongside you. And on the next inhalation, you can lift your arms up into a V position and notice what it's like to hold the arms up, allowing the shoulders to relax, allowing your throat and your jaw to relax. Breathing out, you can release the arms down. Breathe in again to lift your arms upward into the V position, keeping your shoulders relaxed. And as you breathe out, turn to the left side, taking your right hand onto your right knee. Inhale and reach your arms up. As you exhale, turn to the right side, this time taking your left hand to your left knee. You can continue with same hand to same knee if you're pregnant, or if it's more comfortable for your back. But the next time you turn, if you'd like, you can reach across to the opposite knee. Breathing in, reach your arms up. And as you breathe out, you can take your left hand over to your right knee. Breathe in, reach your arms upward, feel your waist grow long. And as you breathe out, turn to the left side, and this time you can hold. Hold on to the back of your chair with your left hand, holding on to the front knee with your right arm. Breathing in, feel your spine grow a little bit longer, and as you breathe out, feel your belly draw in toward your spine. Maybe that'll help you twist a bit more. Inhale to reach both arms up into the V position again. And as you exhale, allow your arms to release down. Close your eyes and take a couple of breaths to notice the difference that you feel as a result of doing the twist on one side. On the next breath in, reach your arms up into the V position. And as you exhale, turn to the opposite side, either taking your hand across to the opposite knee, or you can keep it on the same knee if you're pregnant. Breathe in to feel your waist lengthen. Your ribs expand outwards and upwards, and as you exhale, feel your belly draw in, helping you to twist a little further from the inside. Careful not to force. Breathe in to reach both of your arms upward, and as you breathe out, allow your arms to release back down alongside you. From here, we'll be taking a side lean. You can breathe in to reach your right arm up and overhead. And as you breathe out, you can lean over to the left side, allowing your left hand to drop down toward the floor or holding on to the back leg of your chair with that side. Make sure that your knees stay hip distance apart and feel the right side of your body reaching up and opening with each breath. If it feels more comfortable for your neck, you can look forward or down toward the floor. On the next breath in, you can start to bring yourself back up to center, allowing your right arm to release down alongside you, and take a couple of breaths and notice how much more one side moves than the other when you take a breath in here. To even it out, you can take a breath in and reach your left arm up and overhead. As you breathe out, you can lean over to the side, dropping your right fingertips down toward the floor or reaching them down the back leg of your chair. Ground down through both of your feet and both of your sit bones as you reach up and overhead through the left arm. Breathe in to fill up the left side of your rib cage, keeping your shoulders soft and relaxed, bringing your head into a position that can feel comfortable for your neck. And then as you breathe out, you can bring yourself back up to center. And again, sit to notice how it feels after having done both sides. We'll start to tilt the pelvis back and forth again, but this time, as you lean the pelvis backward, feel the whole torso stay long and tilt backward with it. As you exhale, tilt your pelvis slightly forward, allowing your torso to follow as well. Breathe in, tilt the pelvis and the torso backward. And as you breathe out, you can bend at your elbows to allow your pelvis to tilt forward, allowing your torso to follow. So breathe in, tilting backward, keep your core muscles and your abdominal engaged. And as you breathe out, tilting the pelvis forward, you might be able to come a little further forward with your torso as well. Breathe in once more, allowing the pelvis and the torso to tilt backward. And as you breathe out, tilt forward, keeping your spine, your neck, and your head all in one line. This time as you tilt backward, keep the shoulders relaxed. And as you breathe out, you can come forward and hold. If you'd like, you can keep your hands on your knees. Or if you want to, you can separate the feet and the knees a little bit, and that'll give you a little bit more room for your torso to tilt forward. If you feel comfortable here, feel free to stay, releasing the lower back. If it's available to you, you can also bring your hands down onto the floor, or here's where you can use your blocks, propping them underneath your hands, so that they can keep your spine long, without you having to round your shoulders or drop your head. If you'd like to go ahead and get a little bit of a stretch for the upper part of your back, though, you can allow your hands to come a little further down, and even allow your head to drop down, allowing the upper back to round. Very gently, you can turn your head from side to side, allowing yourself to feel a release from the neck. Slowly allow yourself to start coming back up, bringing your spine to a lengthened place at first, bringing your hands onto your knees, and on an inhalation, tilting upward from the pelvis so that you can come to sit in an upright position again, bringing your feet back to hip distance apart. Now you can lift your right leg and bring your hands behind your thigh, extending your foot forward as you inhale and bending your knee as you exhale. If your leg doesn't extend all the way, or if it doesn't go that high, you can just point the foot a little bit lower and keep the knee bent a little bit. But the next time you breathe in, just keep your leg extended and start to point and flex your foot, getting a little bit of awareness all the way through the foot, the toes, making little circles in each direction with the foot. From here, lift your knee upward toward your chest. Turn it outward to the side and bring your right ankle on top of your left knee. If your hip is hurting or if it feels weird for your knee, you can keep the knee pointing upward slightly. But if it feels okay for you, you can start to lean forward, grabbing onto the bottom of your chair with your hands and keeping your spine just as long, just like we did before when we were tilting forward from the pelvis. Stay connected and grounded through the foot that's on the floor, and breathe into the stretch that you're feeling. Slowly make your way back up when you're ready. Carefully take your foot off of your knee. Bring yourself to a place of center, hands on your thighs. Just notice the difference between the two sides in your hips. From there, you can lift your left knee up toward you, grab hold of the back of your thigh, and begin that same little sequence again, extending your leg as you breathe in, and bending your knee as you breathe out. Again, you can point the foot a little bit lower if that's more comfortable for you. The next time you extend your left leg, you can hold it in place, beginning to point and flex your foot, opening up at the ankle joint, bringing some awareness even through the toes. You can make little circles in one direction at first, and then take the circles in the opposite direction. From there, you can lift your left knee in toward your chest. Take your left ankle above your right knee. Again, point your left knee upward a little higher if that's more comfortable for your hip or your knee. Keep your left foot flexed, the top of your foot coming toward the front of your shin, in order to stabilize your ankle and your knee joints. As you tilt forward, just make sure that you have length through your spine, through your neck, and a sense of relaxation through the shoulders. Even if the pose is intense, see if you can breathe with it, rather than clenching your jaw or holding your breath or furrowing your brow. Slowly come back up when you're ready, and take your left ankle off of your right knee and place both of your feet evenly on the ground. From here, you can take your arms behind the chair back and interlace your fingers. Lift your chest up and forward, allowing your shoulder blades to come toward each other. Breathe deeply into the top of your chest. From here, you can release just for a moment, so you can take the opposite pinky finger on the outside of the interlace, lifting up through the chest again, widening at the collarbones. This is a wonderful antidote from sitting at the computer and typing all day. Take another deep breath in there, and then slowly bring your torso back to a neutral place, bringing your hands to rest on your thighs. And take a couple of moments to allow yourself to feel what it's like after having done this little sequence of movement, after bringing mindfulness into your body via your breath and via the movements that you've made. Feel the floor through your feet. Feel the chair through your sit bones. Feel length through your waist, ease in your shoulders and your arms, a sense of softness in your neck and in your jaw. Now take your hands on top of your chest and feel the warmth from your hands come into your heart center. Bow your head to take a moment of gratitude to your body, this body that takes you through each and every moment of the day. Allow yourself to remain in your body and feel grateful to it in each movement as you continue through the rest of your day.